All right, what's happening, everybody? Thanks for being here. Hi, James. It's gonna be a night. Seven and Silent Bite, Cletus, Chaos. Good to see you, Versaire. Vivek, Pukol, Zach Allen. Greetings. What's up, Mortified? Clear your cache and refresh, pizza. Alright, cool. So we're gonna dive into this pretty quick. I'll be taking my sweet time, so take pictures of everything I do. Just want to go over the organizational systems that are here before we get started. Get all my mise en place laid out. Okay. The first thing we're gonna do is how we're gonna hold the screws. So hold on a sec here. 3. Alright, cool. Alright. Okay, so what I have laid out here, since we have so many different kinds of screws, is we have this ice cube tray. There's going to be more small Phillips heads than anything, so I have 4 reds, 2 blues, 2 greens, 2 yellows, 2 blacks, 2 purples. I ordered them online, Cletus. I got about 1,000 of them for like $10. So this is what's going to hold all my screws. Let me put the screws in there before we sort them. And here's my desk. Okay, so in addition to that, we have these bags to put all the plastics in. Electrical tape if we need to label anything. I also have one color Sharpie for each section of the ice cube tray. So I can write down what I took off, how many screws it was, and what color I need to pull out of. This ice cube tray should hold all of my screws for the entire thing. We'll see. Yeah, I have the noise gate set, so if I'm not talking, the microphone's muted. This will be just a talking cast, so I'll encourage you guys, if you want music or something, find your own music, load up your Spotify, Pandora, do whatever you want. But I won't be playing music over Pinball Repair. You guys are free to do that. You can load up another stream. It'll just be me talking and working. Yeah, I got enough to last me about 10 years, Cletus, but it'll work out good. I also have, let's see here, got the fix-it list, so anything that I note down that I want to repair when I put the stuff back on. Be good. Yeah, I'm excited. It's going to be good. Okay, so my plan is basically to start from the bottom and then work my way up, so we're just going to go in here. I'm also going to take my own pictures and stuff on the way out, so we'll just start by taking the launcher heads off and then going from there. Anywho, I gotta take some pictures real quick. Yeah, 1,000's quite a bit, considering what I'm using them for, so that'll be good. Okay, so we're doing the launcher heads. Let's take a picture of everything we're gonna do, like in this area for now. Right launcher. This will be a very slow, meticulous process. The nice thing about this is if I do it slow and meticulous like I want to, when I get back to putting it together, I'll have a good idea of what I'm doing. I'm very good at memorizing what I look at, so that'll be good for now. If you know it's not working, clear your cache and refresh. You have a bad connection to the Twitch API. Okay, cool. So shouldn't need an extender here. Okay. Oh, I forgot. The reason I have 2 sides to the ice cube tray labeled with the same color is one side's going to be for washers, too. If there's loose washers, I really don't want them floating around. I thought this one had a washer on it, but it doesn't. Are you following me? Yes, the bowls are magnetic. Which is why I was asking about the webcam, but it shouldn't be an issue. Okay. I'll go ahead and throw the webcam on and poke around and show you guys what's on the inside too. And this should be the left launcher cap. Should come off after this. Alright, so there is the top. Here's what makes the launcher work. It's a little solenoid with a little ball kicker, rubber in there. Couple soldered connections, no big deal. Brand new lamp too, I see. Alright. Almost looks like it might be like a little mini fuse in that tube too. Oh, interesting. I'll probably have to go underneath and disconnect some wires for different reasons, but right now I'm just worried about getting the majority of the plastics off. Yes, indeed, Pukol. The VOD will be nice to have, but I'm also going to make sure I am incredibly organized when it comes to documenting everything too. So, I'm going to leave these screws in here for the moment until I figure out exactly... I guess all these screws are going to look the same. So this is going to be the main size screw I'm going to have. So we're going to put this as red. I'm going to put this as the red screw. Yes, indeed, Floaty. The hard part's putting it back together. You got to make sure you do it right. So what I did is I double wrapped this in plastic wrap, once long ways, once short ways, and then I cut a slit with an X-Acto knife into it to do it. So first thing we took off was the left launcher. Left launcher cap. If I write everything down, I can go back and do it without having to look through pictures and stuff. I'm gonna take pictures in case I get lost, but ideally, you don't want to take pictures. You don't have to go through 300 pictures to find what you want to. So we'll say 4X red. There we go, we've marked what it is. The light's all weird there. What it is, and then the color of what it is, or what plugs it back in. Nailed it. All right. It's a similar looking piece. I'll pull two before bagging them. These will all get bagged too. Alright, so this is the same type screw. Put them into the red slot. Yes, sir. Alright, same dealio. Oh, number 2 is self a space, right launcher cap. Like the vast majority of the screws are going to be those Phillips head or the hex nuts, but the Phillips look pretty standard. Okay, cool. That's not a 2. Let's put that 4 for now. Alrighty, now it's time to bag. Where'd my brown Sharpie go? Alright, now it's time to bag everything, so we'll hop over here real quick. So many bags. These can definitely share a home for now. If they fit. Maybe not. Alright, maybe not. Should probably label the bags before I put anything in. What do I do with my brown Sharpie? Well, let's grab that one. There it is. Alright, so... Actually, I think these are mirrored, so it's not really an issue if it's left or right, but this one. This one's 2. If you don't like the noise muting, feel free to throw out another stream. Use Kaggle or some other streaming service, put up some music in the background, do whatever you want. But the mic's not going to be on open threshold ever. Alright, so we got the caps off the launchers. We'll hop over here and take a look at those. So, this looks pretty straightforward. I don't know what the underside does. There is, this has been done with the WPC upgrade with this rubber piece on the outside. What happens on these is when they're rotating back and forth so many times, it actually shears the wires open. So this, this plastic coating kind of helps avoid that for a while at least. Alright, next I think we're going to do these plastic pieces right here. Yeah, they do have large capacitors. The machine's been unplugged and off for over 6 hours. All gravy, guys. Back in here for now. I'm not sure how I want to approach the middle portion. We'll find out here shortly, though. Okay, so these should be the same style screws. Should be. Well, maybe they're much longer. Starting to feel like they're much longer. Alright, so maybe I was a little bit hasty putting those in the red slot. That's okay. I have multiple ice cube trays. I have to make another one too, so not the end of the world. This is a very long screw. Oh, it's not going to hand thread out either, so there's that. Is that it? Oh, did I switch it off? Yeah, not quite. Okay, so this goes all the way through the post, it looks like. Here, let's do this real quick. Like it goes all the way through the post. Dang, that's a long screw. Alright then. I was very much mistaken about how this one was going to go together. That's how much I know. Still, not quite there. It's almost there. It's got to be almost there. I don't remember seeing this one poke through on the bottom, but hey, guess you don't know. There it is. I feel it coming. Yeah, success indeed, T-Druid. Much success. Come on, man. I know you're almost there. Wow. Look at that. That's a big one. Okay. The edges here are a little bit beat up on that, but that'll polish out, no problem. Okay, well, I've already run into a problem because this does not fit into my ice cube tray. That's okay. That's what we have plastic bags for. Yeah, I know, holy, indeed. Well, it does the job. These things never come loose. It's a very important piece on the machine for playing purposes because you can't have, well, you don't want to have that piece rattling around. What's up, Cloudy Pumpkin? Little finger's gonna get a workout today. Let's keep twisting it there until it pops out. Getting close. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, still got a little ways to go. Almost. Yeah, you can tell they really crank these things down there, and they scratch up the plastic. But of course, that's covered by the top of the screw. But hey. Well, Grim Mail, in the words, one of the best chefs I ever worked for. How long is it going to take? Until it's done. I am in absolutely no rush to pull this apart quickly. I'd in fact rather take my time and really digest what's going on because I have to put it back together. This one's coming out a bit easier. It's a lot looser than the other two. I wonder what the science behind this. It could be because there's so much flipper vibration that runs through that metal when the flippers go off. I'd probably explain the excessive scratching on these two, why the scratching is diminished on the third one. So there's 5 of these screws in there. Shouldn't be too bad. 5 on the other side too. Yeah, kinda so. Sure, kind of. Hey, Farako. These screws there, I'll show you. They're really long, man. Like, they're crazy. If I had a regular screw to show you, dude, I don't know, man. They're like, it's like a post. Pretty intense stuff. 3.5 looks just about right, Itzaroon. I think that's probably a good call. Nice, Racer Towel. Thank you, sir. Yeah, I'm curious what the under panels of this looks like. It's three tiers. So you can see right here, it's a 3-tier thing. So that's securing that entire post down. It makes sense to screw so long, but it's still way longer than I thought it was going to be. Yakuza Ronin, they definitely still make some parts, especially the parts are pretty consistent across machines. Some companies like Capcom that only made a couple pinball machines, it might be hard to find parts, but like the Williams System 11 machines and stuff like this, they're pretty consistent, so they still make solenoids and ball kickers and all that stuff. Not that they're always in stock, but there's definitely still companies making those new. Very cool. Oh, it's all coming loose. That's nice. Looks like there's one more post screw on this metal piece, which is fine. I'm going to keep the plastics separate whenever possible, because I'll be cleaning the plastics. Don't really want to put the plastics and metals in the same bag. Oh, come on out, you dirty dog. Not quite there yet. Almost. Almost. Come on. We can do this together, screw. We can do this together. There we go. Okay, cool. We got 5 extremely long screws. Okay. So I'll need 1 bag for those and 1 bag for the other side. Obviously not going to keep the bags together because the screws could scratch the plastic. Not likely, but possible. Okay, so we'll label this as 3. Number 3. Okay. Part 3 is right end lane screws. Slap a 3 on the bag. Put the screws in the bag. This one's in extremely good condition. You can still see that the original clear coat is still very thick on the playfield. I would have to say this was definitely a home-owned machine that was taken care of. It's also had some work done in the underneath, so it's overall in great shape. All right. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's see how these pieces come off. Okay. So, these actually come apart. Yes, they do. Okay, okay. So, show you guys this real quick. There's a mini post right here that'll hold it. This is what's holding this post into the plastic. There's another one on the other side. I think if I have the choice, I would definitely rather keep these attached and not take them off. So we'll leave it like that. And this metal piece has the exact same plastic posts on it. However, there's one more screw down here. I don't want to bag them together, so we'll bag them separate. That'll be 4. 4 is right in lane plastics. Cool. All right. Please tell me you fit. Woohoo, just barely. Just barely. Pretty obvious which is top and which is bottom here. The clear piece is going to be the bottom portion. The colored piece will be the top. Ooh, maybe you don't fit. Well, let's see here. There we go. Okay, so now we're gonna... I don't think this metal piece is gonna fit in the bag. I guess we'll see though. I wonder if I can get my screwdriver in there yet. Yeah, I probably can. We'll see real quick. Definitely need the extender for this. Ooh, ballerino. Lucky that didn't fall down. It'd be a lot cooler if he didn't fall off. Alright. Coming out pretty good. Yep, okay. I might end up bagging a lot of the screws. This is how it's going to be. Okay, this one doesn't seem as long. Here. Well, no need to disassemble this, looks like. Let's take a look at it real quick. It's a metal post with a washer on the bottom and a long screw that goes through. Well, the screw itself's in pretty good condition, so I think I should just not mess with this and put it in the bag as is. I don't know, I think I can cause some problems though. Okay, let's disassemble it and then put it in the bag. It's all metal pieces, so I'm not too worried about the screw messing anything up. Yup, everything's dirty. My fingers are already starting to get pretty nasty. Okay. Okay. Okay, so there's the metal bracket on bottom. We're going to label this number 5. On 5? Yeah, we're on 5. Great. Screws included in there, so that should be a no-brainer. Okay, right in lane. Metal. Alrighty. Now we move on to the left-hand side. I'm gonna go ahead and load up, since we're not working on that, I'm just gonna load up this picture too so you guys can see what I'm reaching over there. Pull this off for sure. I'm gonna grab some water real quick, guys. Be right back. Here, never mind. Taking it apart to clean it and learn about the inside of it. I don't know very much about pinball tables currently. I'd like to learn a lot more. So since I'm owning this machine, I'll own it for a long time. I'd like to detail it out properly and learn how the inside works. So that if something does happen later, I know how to repair it, and I can begin my journey of learning how to repair stuff. Okay. The apron, this thing I have the trays laying on, is probably one of the last things I'm going to take apart. That's A-okay. Huh. that post, the post on the left for the metal piece is going to be slightly harder to get to, but that's okay. Things are deceptively long, man. I will replace all the flippers, Katie Ricari. Definitely get a new flipper replacement. This machine will be coming off the table and onto a rotisserie after the cleaning portion. So it's going to be completely cleaned, and then all the solder connections on the back can be fixed. Full flipper replacement, and any parts that need to be replaced will be replaced. Get out of there. It's crazy how long these are. I swear, I keep thinking, I'm almost to the end. I gotta be almost there. And then, nope. No, sir. No can do. Crazy, man. I can feel it starting to give, but not quite. It's definitely in the last post. I know that much. This will be a process over like the next 2 months, Katie Ricari. Naded, yeah, if you have fan noise problem, you want to use the noise gate inside OBS and mess with your gain. You shouldn't be picking up fan noise. If I had my noise gate off, I'd probably pick up some fan noise, but my gain's at 30% out of 100. That picks up almost everything. My goodness, get out of there. You know you want to. Is this real life right now? Real life? Wonder if I need to hold the bottom. That one doesn't want to come out. Well, alright then. There's not a nut, XT. I already took out the other side. There we go. The plastic piece was spinning inside the plastic, causing it not to come out. Go figure. So for whatever reason, this one was not as tight as the other side. Thank you, Jugger. Appreciate it. One down. Once again, these things are so long. So damn long. Okay. I don't quite understand how these come apart, but there is a schematic for them, so before I rip those open, I'll probably do that. Though I don't need that to take off the plastic pieces, and my goal today is to get all the plastics off. Or at least the majority. But it's going to take however long it takes. Maybe this one will come out easy. We'll see. The other one certainly did not. This one seems like it's going to come out, no problem. Maybe not. No, it's turning. My goodness. Unlike a lot of people, you'll never find me in a rush. I'm not going to go scream and go buy a power screwdriver or really care if it takes me 10 minutes to get out a screw. It's going to get done whenever it's going to get done. It's a very expensive and beautiful machine. I'd rather just take my time with it and enjoy the experience. This is not a frustrating thing for me to pull apart the machine and clean it. I'm really excited to do this. And I'm happy with however long it takes. If it takes me 3 times as long as it's supposed to, that's fine. I'm not trying to put time limitations on myself or rush. Not a big deal. Yeah, I think this one's turning, maybe? I really hope not. I hope this one's not. Let's see if it's coming out. Turning the... it's coming up, okay. That's good, because if this is the only one I couldn't really pinch the plastic to alleviate it. The only one I really couldn't do that on. I mean, if I was getting paid to shop this, it might be a different story, but this is my own personal project. Oh, come out. Please, 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 I'm begging you. Begging you. I think it's gonna. Oh yeah, we got there. This machine's over 20 years old, Unibody. This machine's also been pretty well loved. But it is 20 years old. We got so much camera equipment around, it's like a bit hard to maneuver here. But that's okay. Hey, Bedhead, good to see you, sir. Sit back, relax, enjoy. Yeah, like really, it's kind of hard to see, but I don't know, maybe we can get it here. You can really, if you get good lighting on the machine, you can really see that all the clear coat is still intact on this table, which means it doesn't have that many games on it. It's a little bit dirty right now, but it's obviously been taken care of in a good way. There's also like on the underneath, there's definitely some stuff that's been resoldered and fixed on the bottom. So somebody took care of this machine. The Adams Family machine I have was played really hard, or it has thousands of games on it. But this one, I really don't think it does. I think this was a showpiece for somebody, more so than something they put a lot of time into playing. Okay, this one's relatively tight in the threads, which is kind of scary. Not loose though, so that's good. The plastics aren't feeling loose, so it's not like re-threading itself, so that's nice. And have a light touch on this one. That's okay. It's not what I wanted, but better than. Gee, look how much longer I have to go. I still got like the entire length of this post. Very well then. Oh, keep hitting that ratchet thread. kind of need to be able to use my screwdriver, thanks. Okay, let's see how we're doing now. We're getting there. Almost to the second post. You're good, Chelinsky. Just force it, yank it out. Yeah, let me go get a pair of pliers. I'll make that happen. Okay, well that takes care of that piece. We're about 3/4 of the way out of this one, so I'm just gonna hand crank this for a minute. Yes, they do, Yakuza Ronin. They have this. The screen has a complete mechanic, or schematic. Excuse me. All right, so that's all 5 of the screws. Let's go ahead and get this written out to label. We'll say switch here. 6 is going to be left in-lane screws. Seven will be right in-lane plastics. And 8 will be right in-lane metal. Oh, sorry, left. I said left and wrote right. Let's go left there. I want to mix those up. Left in-lane metal. Okay. We'll get our 3 bags set up here. We'll need 3 of the big boys. 1, actually 2 big, 1 small. So this will be 6, 7, 8. It's really for my own sanity when I go back to put it in Teedrood. So basically what I've done is I'm writing down and numbering each set of parts so that when I go to put it back together, I can go, okay, I need bag 6, 7, and 8. These all go together. That's more for my own sanity when I put it back together, rather than say, oh, these screws to go together, I'll just throw them in the same bag. I got 1,000 bags, might as well use them, right? 6, 7. Because once we start getting up towards the top, I will have forgotten all about this portion. Okay, so we got 6 here. Not sure if I need the electrical tape. I pulled it out just in case, though. You never know. 6. 7 will be these plastic pieces. Plastics went in this way last time. Okay. Come on, get over there. You fit last time, so you can fit this time. There we go. Okay, 7. And then we had to pull out, add the extender here and pull out this post screw again. And then we have the 8th bag already laid out, which is a lot easier than doing it separately. Okay. This one's going to be a little trickier to get to, though. Oh, man, see, The screw for this ramp came out. It goes right in this hole. So this ramp is very loose and causing a couple problems on my machine, but it's okay. Go ahead and get this one out. Okay, this one's not too long. Okay. I'm going to do the same thing I did last time. Which is remove washer, if possible. Ooh, this one doesn't want to come out. Well, maybe you should come out, though. Ah, this one's really, really on there. Well, in that case, I found a use for my electrical tape. Since that one doesn't want to come off and I really don't want to yank it, I'm just going to cover the screw cap with like a little smidge of electrical tape to keep it from poking through the bag and damaging anything else. Okay. It's definitely more than a smidge. Let's cut that in half again. Cut that in half again, make a tab for ourselves so it pulls off easily. Cover. Please stick. There we go. Okay, so that will provide a little bit of protection just so it doesn't poke through stuff. We fold it over the edge so we can, it's not like adhered on both sides. Fold it around. I have 10 different colors of electrical tape. White will be used for protection, which you don't usually use white for most things. Okay, well, why aren't you going in like you were before? Okay. Being stubborn. I can appreciate that. Maybe if I put it in this way. Maybe not. Son of a biscuit. Well, how do I want to approach this? I'm just going to go grab a Ziploc. Excuse me. Okay, let's throw these in here for now. Relabel this one 8. Oh goodness, tell me I'm not misplacing my pins already. I'm not. Not like this, Natagen. This would be something that probably never happens to most machines. You definitely want to wipe them down and, give them a good blowout like you would a computer every once in a while, but this would be considered pretty extreme for the average pinball enthusiast. Okay, cool. Fits in there. Nice. Okay. I still don't like that washer didn't come off, but there's not much I can do about it, so just be careful in moving that around. Okay, so we have all those labeled on the notepad. Yep, 6, 7, 8, all the left inlane stuff. Looks good. Real good. Okay. Now we're going to remove these plastics. I'm thinking like my my ice cube tray idea. I think it's good, but I think it's going to be a lot more types of screws than I initially intended. Water's so good. I did, Zappa. I did it over on the computer desk. But thank you for the reminder. If you ever see me like forget to label something, please tell me. Please tell me. All right, garbage can action. Okay, well. Is this post connected? Dear God, it is. Very well then. Those are going to be interesting to get to back there. I take the apron off for that, I think. These plastics are definitely next, and I might grab the schematic for this, or maybe pop it open real quick to take a look at what the underneath of these is, and if I can disconnect the wires. If at all possible, you don't want to cut the wire for the solder. It shouldn't be necessary in most occasions. Okay. So we'll just go ahead and line this up. I'm gonna have these screws be blue because I know there's at least like 10 of these screws. Okay, so we'll say left kicker. No wait, left. Why does the name escape me? What are these called? They're called kickers, I think. Yeah, kickers. 9. Left. Kicker. Plastic. Okay. Okay, so there's no screws on the back side here, so it's only these 3. It looks like to keep it together, which is beneficial to me. Let's do what's gonna be the safest way for the plastic here? Probably do this one last, since it's kind of hooked around. Okay, that came off nice and easy. Oh, I see. See. So the post must be screwed in on the bottom. Very well. Looks like we might be getting to the underside of this today. Kind of exciting. Well, I wonder what this piece is called. Obviously it's a washer. Okay, well, washers can be... I'm guessing the rest of them are like that. It's like a nylon washer. The rest are going to be like that, so these can go labeled for sure. Okay. Plastic came off pretty clean. I think this piece of plastic was replaced relatively recently. You can see how white it is. However, somebody got something on here. Yeah, that's why we're cleaning. Pinball machines create a lot of vibration and dust when they're kicking stuff up. So, okay, so, I mean, I think I should label a bag and then go on the underside here and see what the hell's going on there. Maybe it just unscrews like that. I doubt it. There's got to be something holding this red piece in there. Gots to be. Okay, so this is the left kicker plastic, number 9. Wrong bag. How about we get a big boy? Alright, so then we'll do the right kicker plastic, and then I'm going to figure out what to do with these nylon hex nuts, or hex washers. Alright, so I'm going to leave myself a space there so I know. Time for a note for the screws. 10. Kicker. After this, we're going to stop and take a couple pictures just to make sure that we're on the same page. Or that we can document it if we forget something. Unlikely, but better safe than sorry. Okay. Neato burrito. There's another type screw on the post. So I think I'm going to label the posts separately. Yeah. I feel like this, I've seen this hex nut somewhere on the top here. It's not, well, not right here. Could have swore I did. So I'll make these a color on my just put a note underneath. Okay. So anybody that missed the start, what I did here is for random like tops of screws, little screws, or stuff we have a lot of, I made this ice cube tray, double wrapped it in foil, once long ways, once short ways, and then cut slits in it with an X-Acto knife to push the screws through. So for anything there's a lot of, like these screws or the normal hex nuts or small Phillips heads that are a consistent size, I can just have them color coded and write down a note rather than bagging all of the bagging all of it. Come on, don't get hung on me. Okay, so we're gonna say 3x each of the. Let's go with yellow on these. Okay. These go into the yellow slot, and then I'll take my yellow Sharpie and write a note underneath the kickers here, saying how many of each. Oh, 3xW for washer, 3xW. That way I know what it is and what color it is, because Department of Redundancy is good. Okay. There we go. Okay. One more. Number 10. Number 10 it is. I had a bag in here somewhere. There it is. Yeah, I think a lot of things like that have very similar applications, Curious. Organization's always king. It's always a good thing to have. Okay, so there's 9 and 10. All right. So I'm gonna take a few pictures here just in case. I'm taking the pictures not really because I need to, but yes, they are nuts, not washers. Thank you. Let me change my W to an N. Thank you for that, Dragius.